And we're back with the Screen Team on today's Talk 930 KWOC. All brought to you by Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, where Walmart is next door to them. And coming up at Whitworth's on September 13th and 14th is a big estate sale. And Matt, what is an estate sale exactly?
An estate sale are pieces that were previously owned. They're vintage pieces.
Okay.
All a lot of fabulous styles that you don't see anymore. It's just a really great show.
All right, it's happening September 13th and 14th at Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers. And from what I understand, you guys had a big turnout last time, and that's why we're doing it again so soon. So if you guys are interested, big estate sale at Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, September 13th and 14th.
That is correct.
Our DVD pick of the week is a movie called Seven Psychopaths. It's a 2012 British comedy film written and directed by Martin McDowell. It stars Colin Farrell, Sam Rockwell, Woody Harrelson, and the great Christopher Walken. And Sabrina, were you a fan of Seven Psychopaths?
I was. My son's trying to steal a microphone. I was, and I was excited about this. I love Colin Farrell, and to me, he can do no wrong, at least on film.
Sabrina's having some technical difficulties right now.
I'm blowing myself out in the microphone there. I think that I had forgotten what this movie was about, and I was a little concerned by...
What are you doing? You all right over there?
No, I'm seriously having issues. I was hearing feedback in my headphones.
Well, tell me to turn it down, man.
I tried, but you weren't catching my signals.
You were like...
I'm like, nah, it's bad, it's bad. Okay, anyway, back to the movie. So this movie has some great stars in it, as you've already mentioned. Mm-hmm. And the whole premise is that there's this guy, and he's writing a movie, and he gets involved with these crazy characters. And as you go through the development of his movie, while he's trying to think of who his character should be to get the seven psychopaths in this movie, he discovers they're not so hard to find if you just look left and right. And he starts finding these characters are a lot closer to him than he ever imagined.
It's crazy. I mean, he's actually writing a film called Seven Psychopaths, but he wants to go in a different direction.
He wants less violence and bloodshed.
Which is okay, but he finds out that that's a little bit difficult because the people that are close to him in his life are in fact psychopaths and very dangerous and very violent men. I really like this movie a lot, man. I thought the cast was fantastic. Colin Farrell, I think, is really, really underrated. He gets kind of stuck in, sometimes doing some big action films that he's not really good in, but he does a lot of these independent films that no one sees.
Right, like this or In Bruges.
That he's really, really good in. Also, you got to give props to Sam Rockwell. That guy is a great actor.
I think he stole the show in this film, honestly. Yeah. He was hilarious and sympathetic all at the same time.
I know. And then he had Christopher Walken, who's great. He's an Oscar winner, and Woody Harrelson did a great job as well. The cast was great. There was a few little points, if I'm going to have to be negative, which I always am. There was a few little...
When aren't you, honey?
I know.
Chip away, Chris.
I know. There was just a few little slow parts, but other than that, I really, really dug this film. The cast was great. It kind of reminded me of Pulp Fiction just a little bit, like a poor man's kind of Pulp Fiction, just with the story kind of, with the story interjecting in different places and the script, the way the script was worded as well, kind of reminded me of Pulp Fiction just a little bit. But great movie. I recommend it to anybody who's a fan of those kind of films.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was very cleverly written. I think that's what it reminds me of Pulp Fiction as well. Mm-hmm. Kind of pulpy in that aspect. And like you said, a terrific cast in it. I really, really enjoyed them. They were all a lot of fun. My critique against the film also would be that it was a little too slow. Not at times, but mostly throughout. Mm-hmm. I think that at times...
Slow as in casual?
Yes, it was very casual, and I think that kind of took away from watching it. I don't want to say that I was bored, but I wasn't as entertained as I wanted to be when I saw the previews for it. But again, Sam Rockwell was the best part for me. He was very, very funny, and the way that they were, reveal bits and pieces of his character throughout the film is really well done.
He's one of those Vince Vaughn kind of guys. He's got this character that just rubs you just enough to get you chafed.
I never would have thought of Sam Rockwell as Vince Vaughn.
I wouldn't have either,
but now that I have pointed that out, I'm right on target. He's like,
I can't give you.
He's so obnoxious. They're both obnoxious.
But Sam Rockwell plays that part really good. That obnoxious kind of. He did it good in The Green Mile. Also, Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. He was great in that film as well. And
also, Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen. I'm just kidding.
I'm going to pretend you didn't say that. Seven Psychopaths. Definitely for adults, right, kids?
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right, it is rated R. It is on DVD today. Seven Psychopaths. Coming up, we're going to review the family movie Planes, and we'll get Luke's take on that next on today's talk, 9:30 KW.